All right, Matt, this is kind of one of those nostalgia fights as a co-main event, but you've got the preacher's daughter, Holly Holm, taking on Raquel Pennington at 135 pounds. This is going to be a weird thing to say because both of these women have challenged for titles in the past. Somehow, oddly, if you have something entertaining, maybe you could get a title challenger out of this, which is weird to say because for Holly Holm, she's 12-5 total. In title fight, she's 1-4. So that's where those losses are coming from. The other loss was a main event against Valentina Shevchenko that she lost by decision. For Raquel Pennington, lost to Amanda Nunes. It was really tough. She's kind of alternated wins and losses. As a pro, it says 9-8 on the screen. She's actually 10-7. But interesting to see here because this is one of those fights that it's kind of tough. You know what to expect from Holly Holm. She actually has some half-decent grappling, some half-decent clinch work. She's somewhat all right on the ground. We saw it against Megan Anderson, but again, that's a game plan. That's a game plan against Megan Anderson. For Raquel Pennington, even in the losses, you can tell that she's always pushing forward.
Real tough.
Her boxing's quite good. It'll be interesting to see because you've got good boxing and forward pressure from Pennington. You've got Holly Holm that can fight off her back foot and has really good kickboxing. Again, was a former boxing champ, but it's her kick that, of course, got her the win over Ronda Rousey.
She sets up the kicks with her punches.
Exactly. It's normally 1, 2, 3, high kick. 1, 2, 3, high kick.
I don't think this is going to be a great fight. I got to be honest. I feel like Holly Holm should be a massive favorite, and I'm sure she probably is. But Raquel Pennington, every Raquel Pennington fight goes the exact same way. She's going to throw hands, try to get you to the clinch, just grind. Kind of like Dana Cormier used to do before he came to the UFC. The problem is Raquel Pennington doesn't really have any fight-ending power on the feet, and she doesn't really have fight-ending submissions on the ground. It's not one of those cases where, put it this way, Holly Holm can knock out Raquel Pennington. Raquel Pennington can't knock out
Holly Holm's so hard to put away, too.
She is. Oh, unless your name's Amanda Nunes, yeah, you're probably not going to be able to hit her with those clean shots. And the only problem with Holly Holm, though, we saw in the Miesha Tate fight, and she has fixed some of those holes since, but it was so apparent. She's not a great grappler. Grappling's not her background, at least. But you can't become as good of a kickboxer as she is if you do have a grappling background. That's kind of the give and take of MMA. So if Raquel Pennington wants to be successful, it's going to be grind, and don't give Holly Holm space because that's what she needs. She needs space to throw that big straight left and the left high kick. But if you never have that space, I don't think you're going to be able to pull it off. And I never thought I'd say this in my whole life. I think Raquel Pennington is going to grind out a decision against Holly Holm. If you keep that space, if you keep the distance, don't let Holly Holm get off the big power shots. Raquel Pennington should be able to win this. It took Holly Holm 3 rounds to beat Betch Kohea. Craig could beat Betch Kohea in much quicker time.
No, I couldn't.
You definitely could.
Nope.
So I feel like Holly Holm is probably going to win. Don't get me wrong. But I'm going to pick Raquel Pennington just because she needs distance and Pennington's not going to give her any.
Matt, you said you wouldn't be surprised if Holm was a massive favorite. She's a minus 135. Raquel Pennington plus 110. So anything goes and anything could happen, and it's kind of odd that this is a co-main event. And listen, real talk, it's not a great card. I mean, yeah, you have a great main event, but overall,
not really.
The card's weak. I'm going to go with Preacher's daughter, Holly Holm. Status quo. She's going to stay where she is. Raquel Pennington's going to stay where she is. It's a blast from the past because, again, you have 2 former title challengers. What could happen? And you have a former champion in Holly Holm. I think she's just going to be able to land volume, get a win that way. It's going to be a decision win for Holm.
So if Holly wins, I think she would fight Jermaine Durandamy maybe in a rematch at 135. I even feel like if she loses this fight, you could still do that rematch and put it as like the opener as a pay-per-view. But for Raquel Pennington, if she loses this, I have no idea what you do with her. Her record's going to be close to 500. She'd be 10-8 at that point. As a former title challenger, it's kind of odd. And there's not a lot of fresh matchups for her going forward. So if Raquel Pennington wants to ever have another title fight, she needs to win this fight no matter what. Holly Holm gets a title fight. It doesn't matter if she wins or loses. They just kind of give them to her. But Raquel Pennington really needs this win just to further cement her career.
Exactly, but you're not going to want to miss, Matt, our 5-minute prediction for our main event between Conor McGregor and Donald Cerrone. And if you want to go back, check out our UFC 246 predictions. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to our main event. You're not going to want to miss out. Fight Night Picks on YouTube. Let's get into it.